Hi, my name is Andrew Shadler. I'm here at Midnight Staples in Dundee, Ohio. I'd like to introduce to you for the first time the warm and cold hydrotherapy unit and show you how it works. It's going to come fully assembled, everything but the battery. You're going to get 1 pound of Epsom salt with it. You open the box, there's going to be the battery. And there's a cable that you can literally use to charge and run on 110 if that battery, if you forget to charge the battery. All you need to do you install the battery right here. You plug it in, and the on switch is on the battery. This is a dry run pump. It comes with a charger that you can literally plug in to charge the battery, and also plug it in here and add the 110, or you can just run it off of 110. That battery comes fully charged. It does up to 8 to 10 treatments. Now we recommend about 15 to 20 minute treatments at a time. And if you're like me, sometimes you buy something that's recommended for something and you try something else and you kind of mess up like I do. Well, we took care of it. This pump, the negative ground is actually the water. If you put oil base or something in here, it actually might lose its power. But don't worry, we got you covered. You pull this pin, you turn that pump, you can literally open it up, take a towel, clean it out, take all your grease out or whatever you may put in there. You install this right back where it was. Enter the pin and you're done. That's pretty much it. Now let's go over and show you how it works. Okay, we're here. Let's show you how this unit actually works. It's going to come, like I said, fully assembled, all but the battery. These hoses are going to be inside. You just bring these hoses outside. And here's your pound of Epsom salt. I recommend 1 pound of Epsom salt per 4 gallons of water. This bucket is a 4 gallon and that's all you need. In my experience, there's no need to add more water because you want as much of that water flowing down that leg all the way to the back of the foot that you can. And now you literally just pick up this leg. He knows you don't even have to touch him. He likes it. You pull it all the way over against that leg. You drop this in. Come on. Pick this leg up. And you're good to go. Now, you bring these nozzles up. I like to put them above the knees. Wherever you want, they're going to stay put. And you turn on the unit. And you're good to go. First thing most people are going to ask is, why shouldn't the water flow faster or more pressure? Well, I've tried, I think, 40 different ways of having that water run down that leg, and I could not find the right strategy until this one right here. If you see it, it literally wraps around that entire leg and it just flows and it just keeps circulating. I like to start with just warm water, maybe let's say 100 degrees. And then after 10 minutes you add 1 bag of ice. 20 minutes I've experienced and experimented over and over, and 20 minutes is the maximum effect. After that, it really doesn't do anything better. I like to go 15 to 20 minutes. Let's say anytime after those legs are dry, after training or racing. You put this unit on it, and in my literature, you're going to see that I strongly recommend, there's more value actually using this unit after competition to get those legs back to normal as quick as possible after competition. It helps to grow the feet. If you have a horse that experienced a cut in the fence or something, you spray them legs off to get him used to water. You put that unit on him. You will be amazed how quick all of that will heal right back. That's pretty much it for the front end. You can see this horse absolutely loves it. Then we're going to go ahead and put it on the back end. For the second time, I've only ever done this one time on him on the back end. Something I want to point out, this horse used to be real sore behind until I treated the front end, and it all disappeared. So with my lifetime experience, most of the back end problems actually come from the front end. But let's go ahead and put the back one on and see how that one works. Okay, we're here at the back end. I've only done this once for him behind, and he was fine. Let's see what he does this time. Now, I always do it from the back side because these large blood veins up here, I don't think it's a good idea to actually have that salt and water running on those too much. Well, looks like he's ready. Come on, boy. Sometimes if they don't put the leg down right away, just start the water flowing and they're fine. Come on, boy. Come on. That's why we built this unit the way it is. It's really strong. They can kick it around or whatever, and it's not going to hurt it. We'll get used to it. This is the second time I ever done it behind. You'll be fine, buddy. Come on. 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 Okay. There we go. You'll get used to it. Come on. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Second time we ever done it on him behind. First time it was actually better. Just turn it on and you can see it wraps around that entire leg and it just keeps flowing. Usually once they're set, you don't really have to do anything. They just relax and you're all good. Now let's go up and actually talk how this unit was designed, developed, and manufactured right here because of this horse. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about how this unit was designed, manufactured, and created right here on this farm because of this horse. His name is Slip and Skip. I've watched him race in 2019 from March till August, and he was a very fast pacer, but I noticed that he was lame. I could not believe that the judges would not scratch this horse because how lame he was in the post parade, but he would just keep winning. In fact, I claimed him last August of 2019, and he won that race by 11 lengths. And he was really, really lame. And I claimed him. I called Root and Riddle down in Kentucky. What a tremendous, awesome doctor that Dr. Hopper is. I took him down a week later. I operated on this knee, and he gave me specific directions how to rehab this horse's knee. I followed the directions right down to the minutes. And everything worked till maybe 2 months later. I could not get this horse to fully recover. I took him to Cleveland Equine Clinic. We did eye wraps on him. I've done injections later. We've tried almost everything. It was at the point where I was going to give up. And I actually own a commercial roofing business. So one day I walk in to the storage and I see this booth that we put on these commercial flat roofs around the units and pipes and whatever. So I must have been thinking about this horse slip and skid, which is typical me. And he'll be fine. He'll get it figured out. You're okay, son. And I'm thinking, well, if I added a couple connections to this thing and added a pump and pumped some Epsom salt water, maybe this would be the last shot. So that's what I did. I go to RKO, I buy a pump, I buy some hoses, I hooked up this contraption, I filled it all the way with water, and it helped, and then my head started spinning. And believe it or not, I tried 40 different ways of getting this done correctly. And finally I came to this point here, and that horse responded. The results were amazing. Literally, you could tell in 3 or 4 days he was pretty much normal. And this is actually his treatment for this morning. He jogged 5 miles and he trained 3 times 1 mile in 240 and 3 inches of sand. That's why he looks the way he does. He's actually ready to qualify next week. He would have been ready way earlier, but I've been experimenting with him to see if he stays sound. And he is about as good as I want to see a horse right now. I took this unit out to the trainer, Equi If you're a pacer or trotting trainer, I'm sure you heard that name, Equi. He's actually my trainer. And he's probably one of the best trotting trainers that is ever known to ever train a trot, to my opinion. And I show him this unit, and he's using 2 of them right now. And I haven't heard one bad word about these units from him. And thank God he was the first trainer to ever experience and actually use this unit. And I cannot wait to see people buy this unit and see the posts on Facebook and everywhere on social media about this unit. I've tried different units, and all of them actually, the water flows from the pressure comes from the bottom. It goes towards the hair. I tried those and nothing worked. That's why this unit, it flows with the hair. And for whatever reason, the results were just totally different. And that's pretty much the story of how this unit came to life right here. It's going to sell at Big D's. You can order that Big D's starting August 1st. Big D's tag right here in Ohio is going to sell it. It was invented in Ohio, built in Ohio, sold in Ohio. It's called the Equi Cooler with a K. It's the cool thing.